Learn how to make this fabric covered ornament. I'm going to start with this clear ornament ball, and then I have a 12 by 12 piece of fabric. I'm using wired black satin, and I made this bow that's going to go on the top of the ornament. I have some wire, some fray check. So what you're going to do is flip your fabric over. You're going to place the ball on it. First, add some wire. I add wire to the top of my ornaments because I twist it onto the trees. It makes it a lot easier. You could also use a piece of ribbon or a metal ornament hanger. So I place it on the center of the fabric and I bring 2 corners up, basically to make sure that it's centered and it's going to go on evenly. Once I know that it's centered and it's where I want it, I'm going to place a little bit of glue on the top of the ornament just to kind of hold the fabric in place. Once I've glued down the 2 opposite corners, I'm going to bring in the remaining 2 corners. So from the sides, I'm going to pull a corner in. I'm going to add some glue to the top again. Bring that corner in, and you want to make sure that the fabric is nice and snug around the ornament. Do the same thing to the next side. Now, once you have all 4 corners glued, you're going to want to flatten out where the crease would be. I hope this makes sense. See where it's bunching up? I'm flattening that down. So these 4 flaps, I'm just going to be flattening and holding with my hand. Get everything flattened the way it needs to be, and then I'm going to use a piece of floral wire and just tie around the whole top of the ornament. So you're still going to see little creases, but it's fabric. I don't care. It looks nice. There's no way to make it perfect unless you're going to cut the fabric and glue it, but this was super easy. I'm just going to slip knot the wire around the top and get it nice and snug. And then you're going to want to tie a knot so that wire doesn't loosen. And I do have all those fabric edges sticking out the top of the ornament, as you can see. So carefully, you're going to want to cut the fabric down as close as you can to the top without snipping the wire. I do it a little bit at a time because sometimes, depending on the ribbon you use for the bow, it might cover it. So I'm just going to snip off all the extra fabric coming out the top. Just be careful not to snip through your wire or ribbon. So once you've cut that down, we're going to hot glue the bow on. If you need a bow tutorial, we have plenty of those on our TikTok page or YouTube. I just made a little simple bow, and I'm using wired satin so that I can make sure that the loops stay fluffed up. So I'm just going to glue that to the top, and then if any more of this fabric is showing from like above the bow, I'm just going to trim it down a little bit shorter. Let that glue dry real good. And there you have it. How cute is that? It's hard to find good black ornaments. Here it is on my tree. This isn't the tree that it's going on. This is just to show you what it looks like when it's hanging. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.